Yep.
3, 2, and I am about to blow your mind and potentially change your life this episode.
Me or the audience?
Honestly, everybody's, I think.
Okay, go ahead. We're ready.
It's on screen right now. Do you see it?
What? I don't see
Maybe
anything.
if I scoot over a little bit. Do you see something behind me a little interesting?
Do you have a 10-year award for your not years at Apple?
What? Should we take a look at this secret Apple product that I bet nobody's seen before?
What is this? Here, you even get music.
This, dude, is a little exclusive for the podcast. I bet you haven't seen this somewhere. This, as you can see, is...
Good, you covered the name. That was my first question.
Don't worry. Yeah, this is a cool thing you get when you work 10 years at Apple. It is, dude.
It's hefty.
First of all, this is a product that they've spent years designing. There's a whole write-up on 9to5Mac. If the website's back up, I can show you. But yeah, it's like when I'm holding this, I would say this weighs 15 to 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, it is a solid block of aluminum.
That's what I slept on when we were in LA because I didn't have a pillow.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that why your neck was broken?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's got this little 10 engraved on
That's
there.
super cool. You make it 10 years working at Apple, they'll give you that.
And then there's also more. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think
we should get gifts because I'm pretty sure I just passed my 10th year covering Apple news. So
no, wait, can we get these? Should we make our own like Apple fan gifts?
I think we deserve one, like an actual 10-year gift. They need to give us one.
Yeah, I would really like that. Actually, I want to jump into this story because it was kind of cool. I feel like not that many people talked about it. And it was one of the
are we just not mentioning that we're doing another episode of Genius Bar like a day after the last one came out?
Well, we got to reset ourselves. I feel like
I like the Sunday schedule. I'm doing this against my will.
I know, but I appreciate you. Audience, you let us know, do you want Genius Bar on Tuesday or Wednesday, earlier in the week, more on time during the week, or do you want it on Sunday?
Sunday's so good.
Super late, super outdated, super old, nobody's on. Yeah, you want it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm just kidding. Actually, can we do a poll in the comments? How is that not a feature on YouTube? How can you not do a poll?
Just say Sam is handsome if you want it on Tuesday, and Jern is handsome if you want it on a Sunday.
No, say Jern is hot. If you want.
Jern is so super hot.
Super hot fire.
Super hot fire.
God, that video is so good. Okay, I don't know. I found this story really cool. They spent an extremely long amount of time working on...
bubble wrap.
Well, guys, we made it a total of 3 minutes.
Thanks for watching.
Before he completely derailed the show, everybody. Wow. You're welcome, everybody who wants a real show. No, did you not find this interesting? First of all, Chance Miller at 9to5Mac did a great job jumping into this. And it's this special thing that Apple started. Like, I don't know how they got these images.
Oh, the black one looks so good. All you have to do is work there for 40 years. Sweet God.
40 years, dude.
Holy shit, that looks great.
40 years.
Well, this tells us what Apple thinks about the colors. Like, we have our own like representation of what the colors mean to us. Like, black is pro, but dude, this shows you what Apple thinks. Okay, the regular like titanium color, that is for 10. Then there's like a space gray looking one. Like a metallic looking one for 20. Yeah, and then it appears to be almost a white silver one for 30 years.
Because this in person looks silver, so I'm wondering, is this technically like a space gray? No, because the 20 is a space gray, but man, that black...
all the way on the right for 40 years. It's like, okay, there's space gray for 20, but there's like actual black for 40.
Oh, if you guys aren't watching YouTube yet, you should just take a look at it because it's
youtube.com/geniusbar. Believe it or not,
we have that. I don't know, man. Just seeing this, I was like, it's kind of cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or not, or give it back to the friend. That I got it from, but.
In LA, I saw how you got that. So there's a homeless problem in LA. I don't know if people know. And Sam Sam found a homeless guy and was like, "Hey, can I give you anything?" He's like, "No, I don't want handouts, but I did work at Apple for 10 years. I will give you this gift for McDouble from McDonald's." And Sam killed him in front of me. He killed this guy. He killed this guy and he took his award. Personally, I think the McDouble would have been the better route, but he just in cold blood murdered this guy. Anyway, today's first sponsor.
Listen, when you see an opportunity to get one of these awards, it's not like you can go to an Apple store and buy one.
No.
Oh, wait, dude, there's literally a write-up below of what these are made of. We're silly little gooses.
Okay.
So for the 10 and 20-year awards, Apple uses recycled aluminum. Wait, what? These are monolithic blocks cast in 12-foot ingots and then sliced down. Bro,
why does it have to sound like this, dude? It's just a block of good. It's a block of good.
And then the 30 and 40 blocks are stainless steel.
Can you imagine how heavy they are?
Bro, it says that it could weigh like 30-ish pounds.
What?
It's made in 2 halves and laser welded seamlessly and then lapped. Why are these this detailed?
Yeah, what?
There are 30 steps that go into making each of these awards.
This is a lot.
5-year anniversaries were honored with a frame plaque signed by Tim Cook. Wait, what is this? Where
is yours signed by Tim?
No. Wait, the 31 is like reflective.
Oh God, it's like a mirror. Oh, that looks really good.
Honestly, the 30 might be my favorite seeing them like this. Where did they get this photo, by the way? Are these on Apple's website?
I don't know. It's got a 9to5 Mac watermark on it, so I doubt it.
What? Dude, they come in a little special package and
cool.
box. Wait, what?
This is so in-depth. They're hollow on the inside. What?
Of the stainless steel, they're hollow because they would be too heavy. And there's a microfiber cloth included?
Okay, I can't take this anymore. This was really cool until they really overdid it.
So this is the old one. It's
one?
a clear plastic, which I've seen actually in person. And it's okay. This is somebody's 20th. Wow. And obviously they covered
the name. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. If anybody has a 30, all right, I'll just say this on the pod. If anybody has these that they would like to let me borrow for a video.
Keep in mind, he did say the same thing to the homeless guy. So just
20, 30, or if you have a 40, I would love to see that. Even I would love
to see that.
But no, there's no way somebody that worked at Apple for 40 years is watching this podcast.
Why would you say that? You don't know.
samk@hey.com. That's my email.
You should send it to me, though, because I will let you live.
I think you would just keep it and not make any video. That's what I think would happen.
That is accurate, actually. Yes.
This is for the public good. I want to make this video and show people everything. I don't know. That was something fun to start off with. Look at us.
That's cool that you have it. Sam, we have notes this week. We're professional.
You know, last week I just came to a realization that this is a show and that we need to come more prepared. That
we are 107 episodes in, and now you realize it's a show?
Yeah, it just hit me that we can't just fly by the seat of our pants. Most people don't know this. Genuinely, for the first 100 episodes, we did not prep in any way.
We didn't even talk to each other beforehand. Like, what should we talk about? It just happened.
And every guest that would come on the show was always like, this is a little weird. I've never gone on a show where they also don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it led to some fun, but it also led to some chaos and some cancellations. And, you know, I wanted to get us back on track. So here we are. We're back.
Yay.
We're back. And I just want to start off by saying,
oh no.
Did you wake up the other day and things just felt a little bit lighter?
Huh?
You ever have that day you just wake up, your heart is a rock. I mean, your heart is just like beating. You can cut that part out.
I'll leave it.
You know, when you're just.
What are you saying?
The flagpole is at full mast.
Yes, it is right now.
And you just. and you're just excited. Like, you're just ready.
I'm excited and ready, but what are you ready for?
I was ready for this Reddit user to just post about something that I was sus about, to be frank. I was sus about it. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's been a bit of controversy in the Android community, and I'm trying I'm trying to find the link to this.
So while Sam looks for it, there were suspicions, but a Reddit user did the testing and discovered. We'll do the long story long in a second, but long story short, the short version is through testing discovered that the periscope zoom all the way, take a picture of the moon, crazy space thing from the Samsung phones, specifically the Galaxy S23 Ultra, is lying. The picture of the moon that you think you took isn't really the photo that you took.
This has been tearing the tech community apart.
But I don't know. You know what? You know what, Sam? You know what I hate?
What?
This podcast, this very show, and hopefully you remember. I can't remember how many episodes ago it was, so please somebody find it and tell me. I said exactly this. I said that these companies are just taking pictures of the moon and just overlaying other stuff, that it's not a real photo of the moon. I said that on this show like weeks and weeks and weeks ago.
All right, this is dealer's choice for how we address this next part. Do you want the Reddit post that we walk through, or should we do the TikTok that summarizes it that I made? Do you want Sam's self-promo or the actual Reddit post? You can pick either. There's no right
The
answer.
actual Reddit post.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that.
Okay.
This person, also called u/iBreakPhotos, is just hilarious. This user. They go on here and they're like, hey, I have the S20 Ultra 3 thing. He has his newest phone that he got. And he was like, I'm really impressed by this YouTube short. And you guys have seen this by now, if you're familiar with the situation. Mark Ass Brownlee, took a video of the moon on his Galaxy.
Pause. I remember. That's when I said it. You pulled that up on the podcast like episodes and episodes ago. So whenever he posted that, look for an episode of Genius Bar around that time, because that's when I called this out.
So in the video, Marquez zooms in all the way 100x zoom on the video, and it just looks too good. You're like, wow, I guess Samsung is ahead of the iPhone for photos. And it's just like, it's just a cool video. Got a lot of views. It's Marquez. Everybody loses their minds. Everybody's like, that's cool. But then this person was like, that also seems a little bit too good. So this person downloaded this image from the internet. Is there a way to open it in the browser?
Not sure.
No, just give me one moment here, folks. We're having some technical
We will explain it for audio listeners. Don't worry.
It is a picture of the moon. Let's just say it as it is. It is a picture
of the moon, but like an actual good one. This site can't be reached. Perfect.
Uh-oh. Imager is not having a good time. Let's try this one more time.
Did they get 9 to 5 Mac?
I think they did. It's just down. Let me see. Will any of the Imager stuff load? I think Imager might actually be down. So now we have to play my TikTok, unfortunately, because I have got the images.
Oh, drats.
My
How convenient is this?
Okay, we're going to mute this. This guy's really annoying. Okay, so in this post, this person basically downloaded this picture of the moon. Oh, come on, dude. I don't know why this TikToker tries. He tries way too hard. He went to the internet. He downloaded this photo of the moon. It's a standard average photo of the moon. It's literally probably one of the first results.
Yeah.
And then to make the phone get confused, he blurred it and downscaled it to, I think, 130 by 130 pixels. Huh. Kind of an interesting
So made
choice,
the
right?
source of what he was going to take a picture of bad.
Intentionally blurry.
Yeah.
So that if
it looked like
a photo,
it looked like a smartphone leak.
Yeah, it was like if you took a photo of a blurry photo, you get a blurry photo because the photo will sharpen it and maybe adjust the coloring, but at the end of the day, the source material is what you took. Well, turns out that he then went on to put this on his laptop monitor. This is the blurred low-res version.
Yep.
And he or she, I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume, they zoom in 100x or 59.9x in this case scenario and take this photo. You can see it's exactly what they took. It's a blurry version of the moon. But then all of a sudden, through magic, the galaxy turns it in to that.
An actual, like, seemingly higher quality picture of the moon. So it takes a picture of, first of all, he took a picture of just a regular standard, like the color of the moon that you would assume, just like a white gray moon, but blurry. And the phone pooped out an image that is more of an amber color and also has incredibly way more detail than the source image has.
And you're like, that's a little weird.
A little sussy baka.
It's a little sussy baka. I think the Reddit post is working again. So you see the side-by-side that the person got, as I go ahead and show you guys as we speak, is these two photos. Just wanted some high resolution.
Yeah.
Because what the Galaxy does is it has an AI database of known images. And when it detects something like the moon, it automatically adds details and other things that aren't there.
Yeah.
Therefore, altering the photo and essentially not making it the photo that you took.
Yeah, so unlike Huawei, they were accused of just overlaying like a picture of the moon. Like you go to take a picture, your phone camera's like, hey, this is supposed to be a moon. Take any picture of the moon that we have and put it over top of it. That's what Huawei was doing, allegedly. This is I can't tell if this is more acceptable or if it's even more mischievous. It's like they're not overlaying a picture of the moon, but they do know that you're looking at a moon, and they start using like AI to place things where it kind of looks like they are and enhance it. It's not a real photo of the moon, and it's just like. So I put out a question on Twitter, which I never tweet anymore, but I was like, so for real though, you thought your little pocket phone was taking that picture of the moon? That's a real thing that people thought. And then when it came out that it wasn't real, people are surprised. I just don't understand how you're surprised that this isn't real.
Yeah. Honestly, tweet.
Is it bad
very
though,
cool.
Sam? Okay.
Well,
like
let's hear the Android perspective.
Okay, go ahead.
Because any Androider watching this is like, iPhone HDR. iPhone HDR. Your iPhone does the same thing. Sheep. You do same thing.
Okay.
And it's like,
no.
Yeah, the iPhone does do post-processing.
That is disclosed beforehand, by the way, and you can turn off.
Yeah, and you can turn this off on the Galaxy. There is an option to disable the
is
the
there
AI
really?
upscaling.
But I bet it's hidden under some other name and it's not fake moon picture.
It is not fake moon picture. But here's the thing, John. I would argue that HDR, which is taking multiple exposures and basically combining them together, is completely different than making a blurry image clear to make you feel like you're a better photographer than you are.
It's vastly different. Well, it's not even trying to make you feel like a better photographer. It's trying to make your phone feel like a better phone.
Yes.
It's not. So like HDR they have actually taken the images at multiple exposures. All of those images are real. They just combine it into one. Whereas this is not that. This is just straight up not really what you're looking at.
So they make you think that your phone has the ability to capture this insane image when it's like, actually, you could have gotten this image from Google and sent it through the upscaler and get the same result. And that's where it's different. And that's where I'm so confused. Like, so that TikTok that I got, I didn't think that a picture of the moon would break the Android community in half. But if anybody wants to if any Apple users are like, I've had a rough day, I just want to laugh at someone else, because I think we've all had those days. A lot of people, they say, I want to laugh at Sam
That's
today.
why I do this podcast, so I can laugh at Sam.
Yeah, right? Also, the sirens, man.
I think they know about the homeless guy. They're coming to get you. And you have the murder weapon there.
Yeah, these. Oh, you're saying I killed him with the award?
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's one less man alive during Women's History Month. Am I right?
Yikes.
I also listen to SZA, and I'm single. Okay.
All right.
So they have been losing their minds because they are saying that the iPhone does the same thing. And they're like, I don't know. I've never gotten backlash in a way that I don't, not only do I not agree with, I don't see what they're saying, because adding details is completely different. Like, the iPhone sharpens an image by processing it. And by the way, bro, what is going on?
Something.
It is. They must have found the second body as well.
I mean, you did really want that 40.
I did really want the 40.
The 40 award
on the way.
Yeah.
No, like, just a lot of the folks in the comments have been saying that the iPhone does the same thing, but if you take a picture of a blurry moon on an iPhone, it doesn't come out with a clear moon. It would come out with a sharpened, processed version of that blurry moon.
This is such a specific marketing tactic too. Like, at least with the way your iPhone processes stuff, that's how it does every time you take a picture. It's like, this is a moon specifically. This is what we want it to look like specifically for this specific feature that we're trying to sell in this specific phone. Please believe us. And it's just like, now, anytime, if you see anybody share a picture of the moon that they took, you can't take it seriously, because you can just reply with a picture of a moon from Google, and it comes with the same weight. Okay, so in red at the top of these talking points, the sponsor says, talk about a time you searched for something online that you wouldn't want others knowing about. But I don't want others knowing about it, so I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. But welcome ExpressVPN to the show.
They really, you tried to get us there.
They
you tried to get us ExpressVPN. But listen, you're not getting me on this one, okay? Because I use ExpressVPN. Even when I'm at home, I never go and do stuff without using my VPN. This is real. This is a real from my heart. Anytime I'm searching anything risque, like, is this rash on this part of my body supposed to last for 7 to 10 weeks? And then it's like, I don't want them giving me targeted ads about cream.
Yeah.
So I will go to ExpressVPN. Listen, it doesn't matter who your ISP is. They can legally sell your information to other ad companies, which is just like the worst.
And you guys, you know what a VPN is, but it's in the talking points. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through the secure server so that your ISP can't see the sites you visit or the rashes that you look up.
Yeah, it's great. They keep all your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data with the most powerful encryption. It's very powerful.
The best part for me is that most of the time I don't even realize that it's on. Like, it just runs seamlessly in the background. Usually with other VPNs, you can notice that the speed slow down, but I never know that this thing is on. Actually, I always have to check to make sure.
Yeah, no, I've left this on, leave it on for days, have it on for days, and I'll be like, oh, I'm connected to a VPN. Wow, that's really cool. Hey, protect your privacy online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. You could also say right now it's being rated #1 by the Genius Bar. Visit my exclusive link at expressvpn.com/geniusbar, and you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/geniusbar. expressvpn.com/geniusbar to learn more.
Available on all your devices, your phones, computers, even your smart TV. Go to expressvpn.com/geniusbar. Thank you, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring today's episode of the thing that we do.
Genius Bar. Yay, we love you. So everyone's also been sharing this document that Samsung has.
Oh no, there's a document.
And I'm trying to, because there's a, that was what I got on TikTok. A lot of people stitched me and were like, but see, Samsung does disclose it. And you're right. There is a document. I've seen every single person tweet at me that Samsung says what they're doing.
Okay.
But honestly, I just Googled this, and this is the first thing it says it's doing, which is basically what Apple does with like autofocus and like noise reduction.
Where's the moon part?
Lens and sensor competition, gamma correction, dynamic range adjustment, smart HDR, stabilization, dual ISP. I mean, this also, to be fair, this looks like an old web page. Is this like a Samsung Galaxy S10?
Yeah, and none of this, I mean, I don't know if I'm if I'm coming at this with the wrong angle, but none of that has anything to do with what they're doing with the moon.
Yes, I'm really trying to find the support article to be fair and unbalanced.
Like, this isn't just like generic processing. Dude, they have gone out of their way. It's written in code somewhere. Hey, I see moon. Make it look more moon.
Okay, I found it. So I found this through a Verge article, and Samsung's official documentation on this comes from a support article. Hold on, I just found this and now it disappeared. There's a blog post translated from Korea.
Oh my God.
It's a Korean article by Seoyoung Lee.
Okay.
Who says since the S10 they've been doing this AI optimizing. So for anyone saying Samsung is straight up, I will say that a Korean only article that I had to find through another website is not super upfront.
Also, is this an official Samsung article? What am I looking at?
We are on r1-community-samsung.com, I think.
But this looks like a forum post, dude. It doesn't look like this is not like a press page from Samsung. This is just some dude, it looks like.
So it is technically a .samsung.com. Let me show you.
I know, but it's a forum. It's their community forum.
Well, yeah, that's how they address these things, and it is entirely in Korean. So if you want an explanation, they only explain it in Korean. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't know that. That actually makes everyone's defense worth. This does seem hidden. If you don't have an English version at all,
yeah,
I'm just saying that's a little. That seems like you might be trying to hide something. It seems.
And it's on a community. This is not a press page. Don't let anyone make you think this is a press page. This is just some fucking forum page. And also,
yes.
who is the Seoyoung Lee? Who's that person? Do they work there?
I have no idea. And by the way, yeah, this is just a full-on community. This is essentially a Reddit that they
I
post
just
to.
said it's a forum. It's not some crazy press page from Samsung. I don't understand why people are using this.
Okay, so yeah, it literally shows the use case in here. It says that this is blurred, and with it on, you can make a beautiful picture of the moon. Now, let's say what it is. This is impressive technology. This is very cool tech that they have. But Samsung, they have not disclosed it as they did not say we've got this great AI technology.
Yeah,
that makes you take a
arguably
picture
that's
of
a
the moon.
better feature. If they were on stage and
Yes.
been like, by the way, when you point your phone at the moon, we recognize that it's a moon and we can enhance it. That's all they got to say. But no one said
Yes.
that. That's not what this is supposed to be framed as.
Yeah, and it's only applied when the moon is recognized. They're doing our best not to misrecognize objects other than the moon and are continuously improving. I mean,
This is as controversial to me as Apple smoothing people's faces.
Wait, was Apple smoothing people's faces?
Yeah.
This could also lead into another conversation about how the image processing on the iPhone 14 Pro sucks, and how
It does.
photos
It actually
are
does
seemingly
suck.
worse this year than they were, and they're less consistent than they were in the 13 Pro, which is a criticism I've had for anybody that's like, you're just bringing this up because no, I've literally had this criticism since I did my initial review. And I talked about it even in a more recent video about the minimum focus distance being worse on the 14 Pro. Yeah, the fact that this should be a feature on Samsung's website, and they say you can take a cool photo of the moon using our technology. But another thing that I could just say is, why are people taking so many damn pictures of the moon, man? Like
That's because it's a feature.
But it's out every night. You can just walk outside and see it. Like I feel like a photo you want to take should be special, or you can't go back. But you just walk out and there's the moon.
I know, Sam, but people are doing it because they can. Because this is a feature that's touted.
I mean, yeah, it's cool. I've never said it wasn't cool. It's just the way Samsung's gone about it. And
yeah,
like, I don't know. There were these Samsung people just stitching me. And they're like, man, I just take pictures of the moon all the time. This is amazing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why are you taking so many pictures of the moon? Like,
yeah,
and take one picture of the moon.
And also, they're not good pictures of the moon. When you share them, they're good for a phone. That's the only impressive part. It's not a good picture of the moon. It's not an ultra sharp picture of the moon. It's just, holy shit, my phone can see the moon. That's the feature. your little tiny pocket phone, from however far away the moon is to you, holy shit, without a crazy zoom lens, I can see the moon. That's the feature. It's not, when people share, it's not like, wow, photography at its maximum. This is an amazingly beautiful, how did you capture this? The beauty of the moon. It's not a good picture of the moon. It's just passable for a smartphone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's interesting how this changed, because on Reddit, a lot of the people were genuinely like, damn, this actually lets me down. I really like this feature, and I'm sad that I thought I was getting this photo. Like, I thought my phone actually had the capability to take a photo this good.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, when you're at 100x digital zoom, like, it made me realize yet again why Apple doesn't rush these features. Did you know that the periscope zoom that we're just getting this year has been on the Galaxy since the S20? For 3 years, 4 years now, they've had periscope
and
zoom.
that's just Samsung. There's a bunch of other Android OEMs doing it too.
But why does Apple wait? It's because they don't want to give you 100x digital zoom like Samsung gives you and then do tricks. They want to make a camera system that is actually fundamentally really impressive hardware.
Make or break moment. Software. It'll be interesting during the event, during the iPhone event this year, if they do a moonshot, like if that's like a thing.
That would be such good marketing if they were like, and there's no processing applied.
Well, yeah, but what I feel like is going to happen is they're going to do the same exact thing, the same exact way, and show it in an event, and well, maybe not after this controversy, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't see Apple doing it without also doing the AI stuff. I just don't. You can't fucking do it. You can't take a good picture of the moon with your phone. Why? Also, why are we trying? Why is this? We've been talking about this for so many minutes, and it just dawned on me. Why is this a thing that we're even talking about? Why is this such a big feature?
Dude, I don't know. It blew up on Reddit. I was fascinated by it. I was literally in the bathroom. I just, finished up, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I remember I was sitting on, I was like, wow.
Also,
They kind of tricked everybody. Like they made everybody think it was better than it was. And
Apple, listen, here's where the money's at. We have confirmed that this is a thing that can happen. You can point your phone and the software goes, hey, it's this object, make it better. Apple, dick pics. When I point my phone at my peenie, I want iOS to be like, that's a peenie of average length. We have AI processing power that can make this look way more impressive. You just got to hold your phone there for like 3 seconds and boom, you're good. I will pay for that.
That's more seconds than I have inches, bro.
I'm just saying, if you really want to use AI like this, out of all the things we can use this tech for, we're using it for the moon. Really?
Yeah, I want to take my shirt off, and I want it to show that I have these gigantic middies just sitting, just hanging here. I want to look like an absolute unit. Like I go to the gym 7 days a day.
7 days a day. Wow.
7 days a day. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, you're right. Why aren't we making, when people take their tops off, why aren't we seeing some huge
craters?
Yeah, crater, now we're back to the moon. Now we see how they got here.
Yeah, maybe it was like, okay, we want to start with peenies. Peenies are a lot. Okay, we'll start with your body. We'll make it look sculpted. Moon. That's
moon
how they
is
got
safe.
there. Yeah.
Because once they add detail to the moon, they're going to start adding an extra vein into something else that's not there.
Yep.
The dangers of AI, man. I mean, what else is there to say about the story?
I tell everybody that I know. Brian, my friend Brian, in his phone has a reminder for, I think, 5 years from now, it's going to go off and ask if AI ruined the world. Because that is my biggest fear. We're fucking around with AI, and we shouldn't be. That's a huge problem. I'm on TikTok, just scrolling through TikTok as you do. Keep in mind, 15-second clips. I find people all the time that look like the celebrity, sound like the celebrity, saying not celebrity things. And it takes me way too long to figure out if it's real. That is not good. That is a problem. Not a fan. Not a fan. There is so much bad that can come out of AI that I do not subscribe to this. I don't want it. Nope. AI is going to kill us all. It's going to take us all down. Right now, our argument is about the moon, but you just wait.
You wait. It's going to be about a nuke.
It's going to be terrible.
Guys, this episode is also sponsored by Rhone.
Yeah,
we love you. Rhone makes me ready to...
Nope.
Be the best.
Be the best.
That's why I love you. It's too good, to make it rhyme. Listen, it makes me feel good when I look good. It makes me feel confident approaching all the baddies out there, all right? And listen, men's clothes were just kind of boring. Okay, yeah. It was like we need a reinvention, and that's why they've invented all of this stuff in the commuter collection. These quarter zips, these polos, these comfortable pants, dress shirts. John, why does it matter though? What have they done specifically to make Rhone more special?
Okay, well, if you're asking me directly, I have to mention my all-time favorite feature of any clothes ever. Odor-free tech. With Gold Fusion anti-odor technology, you'll be smelling fresh and clean all day long. And on top of that, Rhone is 100% machine washable, so you can ditch the dry cleaner altogether. But I'll tell you, I haven't had to wash my Rhone clothes in 9 weeks because it doesn't smell. But you should wash yours, though.
Yeah, if you're not John. If you don't smell beautiful all the time. Listen, mobility's everything. Looking good is easy. Guys, the commuter collection can get you through your workday and straight into whatever comes next. Head to rhone.com/genius and use promo code GENIUS to save 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to rhone.com/genius and use code GENIUS. It's time, John, to find your corner office comfort.
Thank you, Rhone, for sponsoring this episode of The Genius Bar.
So that happened. It's a good day to be an iPhone user is basically the moral of that.
Until
last
Apple
thing
does
I want to address. Last thing I want to address. Why does the internet have to both sides everything?
Because that's how the internet works.
Like, it's just annoying. Like, when Apple had the battery scandal,
it's what we're doing.
I didn't go, but the Samsung Galaxy S7 blew up, so this isn't bad. So their phone literally combusted, so don't focus on this problem.
It's because... people that...
Why can't people just accept that there's a problem with the thing that they like?
Here's the thing.
Why? I don't get it.
People don't love their iPhone. How do I put this in a way that is coherent? People love Apple and defend Apple because they love their Apple products. A lot of the time, people defend their Android device because they hate Apple products. Not because the product they have is good and worth defending. And I think it's a mindset. People just like I think Android is terrible and the people that use Android is terrible, but I won't say that on a podcast, Like I won't.
You would never.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think that they are subpar humans, just barely making it through life. But I wouldn't say that to anybody,
Yeah, I wouldn't because they'll come get you.
Yeah,
I
they're
out
won't.
there. Don't make a foldable phone TikTok. Everybody's going to tell you foldable phones are the future.
Yeah.
That you're silly for ignoring the tech. Listen,
a foldable phone that also takes pictures of the moon. Could you get any better?
Right, kid you not. Just to put the final nail in Android's coffin. I know one person with a foldable phone. It's like my best friend's girlfriend. One of my best friends.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, neither do I. But she has a folding phone.
You said it was your best friend's girlfriend. I'm your best friend, and I don't have a girlfriend, so who could you possibly be talking about?
One of my best friends. That's why I corrected myself, because I knew you throw a little fit and go, I'm not special, and you're not. You're not.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Everything's okay.
By the way, your birthday's coming up. So you are.
Is it?
Yeah, I need to warn you that you got a gift coming, but you can't. If it gets there before your birthday, you can't open it until your birthday. And also, you're gonna fuck around with me and say that I'm not your friend, or there are other friends.
I said you are my friend.
You said one of your best friends, so you basically said I'm not even your friend.
That's exactly what I said.
You're gonna get a Galaxy Fold.
Dude, if that arrives at my door, I'm gonna be visceral that day.
Last year, you got an iPad Mini for your birthday.
Yeah, wait. I just realized I got you AirPods Max, which are like a wonderful gift that you actually enjoy. You got me the iPad Mini.
I do love these, by the way. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Why do I spend
gave you
$500?
my favorite Apple product of the year. How dare I?
Because it's so bad. I still got that video coming. I know I keep teasing it.
Because you don't believe in what you're saying.
But the final nail in the coffin.
I will say that your gift is good.
I'm very excited.
So I thought it was hilarious to spend $500 on an iPad Mini that I know you would hate. That was a funny, very
I still
John
laugh
thing
every
to
time I
do
see
for
it.
your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
But since you did get me a gift that I actually really like, I got you a gift that you really like.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
If it folds, I'm out.
Okay. I mean, you could.
So it better not fold.
We'll see.
Better not fold. I'm just gonna say that. My friend's girlfriend that has this folding, she has the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. So it's the one, the vertical one.
Arguably the better one.
Yeah.
To me, flipping makes more sense than the...
To me, I think if I had to pick, I would choose the fold, but that's neither here nor there because I'll never choose.
Okay, you're on the record saying that.
Hers breaks every other week. I'm not making this up. He is constantly running to a repair shop. And it's under warranty, so she's not paying for it. But I kid you not, every time I text this man, I'm like, hey, you want to hang? He's like, oh, I'm getting her Z Flip fixed again. Like, it broke again.
That's funny.
And that just made me realize if you're 3 generations in and the phone breaks on a monthly basis at minimum, like, what are you doing? If you're breaking on basis, what are you doing? I see why Apple hasn't done it.
A monthly
Apple's the best. This is why I love Apple. That's all I have to say. I don't know.
They're going to be folding shit too soon, so...
They better not, dude. You know what? I still don't believe that.
Speaking of waiting on things, you know what they're not waiting on? This VR headset. Apparently, So, first of all, before the context, there was a news story that broke that was painted in such a way, such as... Tim Cook forced, with all his Tim Cook might, forced Apple to get this VR AR headset out the door, even though the design team said it wasn't ready. Don't do it. It's not ready. Tim Cook held them at gunpoint and forced them to get it ready by WWDC. That is how the story is painted. Is that what the story actually is, Sam?
Well, let's see. According to Mac Rumors, they say report Apple CEO Tim Cook ordered headset launch despite designers warning it wasn't ready.
No.
Now, that's a really good headline. Shout out to Hartley. Hartley's actually my boy.
I think honestly, our headline was better on FromPitchTech.com, but I'm biased.
Also, I want to show everybody a tip. You see, this changed my life, and please just share this with a friend. I should make a TikTok about this because it's game changing.
You should.
Oh no, this Financial Times article doesn't let me read it, John. We have to pay, right?
Yep, got to pay $1.
Dude, to get around a bunch of paywalls. This literally changed my life in college when someone told me this. You copy the headline, you go to Google, and you search for the headline. Now it shows you already read it, right? You following?
I'm following.
Watch what happens when you click on it. Full article for free.
Okay, that's cool.
This works, I think, with the Journal sometimes. It works with New York Times a lot.
Do you use Unpaywall? Not that I do.
No, because I want people to get paid, but you can't show me
I want people to get paid too, but I'm sorry. I'm not paying $35 a month to read Mark Gurman stuff. Not doing it.
No, $35 a month is too much for
$1 right there, sure.
Like that's $10, sure. You know what? Honestly, they could get me if they were just like, it's 30 cents to read this article. I'd probably just pay the 30 cents.
Yeah. We do way more work than Mark Gurman or anyone that's writing a newsletter, and we don't make people pay to watch it. So
no. Now they have staffs and different ethics, and they have more people. But my point is, $30 a month is too much. Like if I want to subscribe, how much are they going to charge me? $40 a month for the Financial Times? Are you insane?
To be fair, a site like the Financial Times, arguably business from Bloomberg, okay, because a lot of the times people with money are using sites like this to get insight into where to put their money. So maybe it could be argued.
Dude, I don't know. 40 a month is insane.
40 is a lot.
Let's jump into this. This article is titled "Tim Cook Bets on Apple's Mixed Reality Headset to Secure His Legacy." Now, this article is pretty good, and it basically says how the stakes are high because this is going to be the first true Tim Cook product. Like the iPad, iPhone, and even the Apple Watch. Steve Jobs was aware of those. He knew about those concepts, and he's the reason that they happened.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs never knew Apple was going to work on a headset. This only started about 7 or 8 years ago. So, basically, the design team, we've heard this narrative before, John, right? More so and more so under Tim Cook's Apple, the design team isn't autonomous.
Right.
They are now very much tied to the business team, the Jeff Williams COO and Tim Cook CEO duo.
Yep.
Where, I mean, let's look at Apple's products, right? The iPhone launched and it was basically unlike anything else in the world because it was more or less a perfect vision of what the smartphone could be. Now, there were a lot of issues with it, right? Like it was the first of its kind. It had a low-res screen that didn't even have a front camera. And it was slow because of 2G. It was literally the 2G. It was before 3G. It was crazy. But they got this like nearly perfect vision out the door of this multi-touch display. Never been done, ever. And the way that this article makes it sound is that Apple is not, it's kind of like what you said. Apple isn't going for perfect. They're going for good because good is better than perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that this VR headset isn't done is better than perfect is what you say. I take that back. Not good. Done is better than perfect is the approach Apple's going with because Apple, as it says, they wanted to ship a version 1 product, a ski goggle-like headset to allow users to watch immersive 3D video, perform interactive workouts. That's the first time we've heard that. Fitness Plus integration. That's kind of a big deal. I feel like that could be actually a pretty killer use case with the Apple Watch on your wrist. And it says chat with realistic avatars through revamped FaceTime. So these are all things we've heard again, but the workouts, that's kind of cool. We have not heard that one before. But it says that Apple's industrial design team, formed under Johnny Ive, they wanted Apple to wait for the AR glasses. They said this headset is just kind of a stopgap. We should wait until we can fundamentally get these glasses down.
Yeah.
Tim Cook said no. Tim Cook said we need to compete on the VR side as well.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Is saving more and spending less one of your top goals for 2023? I know it is.
It's been a top goal my whole life.
That's why you should be switching to Mint Mobile. Today's sponsor, Mint Mobile. Listen, they are the easiest way to save this year. The easiest way. It's the first company to sell premium wireless service, online only. Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just 15 buckaroonies a month.
Dude, that's like less than 16 buckaroonies. That's less than like the 100 buckaroonies I've had other carriers charge me. It's ridiculous. They go online only. They eliminate the traditional cost of retail. That means they pass the savings on to you. It's so nice.
Yeah, all plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
And you can use your own phone with Mint Mobile and switch easily in just minutes.
Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just how much, Sam?
$15 a month.
Yeah, to get your new wireless plan for just what, Sam?
$15 a month.
And get the plan shipped to your door for free. Just go to mintmobile.com/genius. That's mintmobile.com/genius. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/genius.
Genius. Thanks, guys, for sponsoring.
Thanks. So this isn't exactly like it's not ready. And Tim Cook said, no, it's ready. Put it out. This is from years ago. It's just now getting out. So for context, this actually happened years and years ago,
this
2018, 2020-ish. So even though the story's just now coming out, don't look at this as, oh my God, they're telling Tim it's not ready, but Tim is going to have it out at WWDC, like in a couple months. That's not what's happening. This happened years and years and years ago. We're far past that period. It's not the same thing.
Yeah. Here's Mark Gurman confirming this. This happened around 2018. Johnny Ive pushed for AR glasses, believing VR was too enclosed. Ooh, interesting. Johnny believes VR is bad for the future.
Interesting.
But Apple pressed ahead. This is Gurman again saying dub. So even the Financial Times article independently says June of this year, Apple's going to introduce it. Mm-hmm. So we're now seeing multiple sources. And I got to say, I was kind of like in February. I remember we were like, are we really getting the headset next month? That's crazy. It felt a little early, but to me, June feels right.
Yeah.
Like
June feels right.
And now, to be fair, people might criticize, say you said, well, January felt right, because that's what I thought they were going to do, a dedicated event in January. But March in an event with other stuff, no, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At Dub, with us here in the iOS 17 and stuff, are going to be smaller. I mean,
and ultimately, this is a device for developers. Yeah. This, in its current form, isn't the future. It is a step in the right direction. A $3,000 massive headset is not for the mass market. This is for developers, enthusiasts. This is going to get us started. But just for to clear everything up, no one told Tim Cook yesterday that this was a bad idea.
Yeah. So that, it makes it sound more imminent than it was, but it wasn't. And listen, I mean, this is going to be a niche device, but I have to say, I'm still very excited. Like every article with that extra tidbit about fitness now, I'm just curious to see if it's it, because it does scare me a little bit that the design team essentially said they knew Apple would have to make compromises. And I just can't believe that we're going to have a wire hanging from this to a battery pack on.
Yeah.
That sounds jank. That sounds jank. If that is the case,
sounds a little bit weird.
Then the design team's right. They knew it was too early. But at that same time, John, here's a question.
Hit me with the question.
Heavier headset that's more uncomfortable because the battery's inside of it, or lighter, most comfortable headset you've had, but you got to wear something on your waist? Because when I say it like that, I know what my answer is.
Waist, yeah.
The waist.
I mean, okay, so, but this goes, even our Quest, the Quest 2 that we both have, mine is not the way I bought it.
Yeah, you adjusted it with a new head strap and battery.
Like the weight distribution is weird. It's just like, it's got nylon straps, and the battery, everything is enclosed in the thing that sits on the front of your face. So all the weight is like on your nose. Yeah. So I have a different headset that basically puts a battery at the back of your head, so it balances the weight. So that right there says that battery in the device itself doesn't work unless you want people to buy extra stuff. And hopefully when I spend $3,000 on this headset, I don't also have to get an aftermarket, strap for it.
But I am excited because we're hearing it's made of glass and carbon fiber. And
my favorite two things.
And aluminum and carbon fiber are very lightweight. I mean, this is plastic, but that's another thing. You're paying $3,000 because there's going to be damn carbon fiber on it, along with, I think, 12 cameras? I mean, this thing sounds like it's been over-engineered and is going to be insane.
Classic Apple, though.
But classic Apple, and I mean, we were talking about this on Geared Up with Andrew Edwards and John Rettinger, because they had us on, or they had me on for half. They had you on for the full thing. And
you were basically on for the full thing.
I was basically on for the full thing. But I mean, we were talking about something that I think people have ignored that I want to, I'll say it how I said it on their podcast. But I think it's something we can't ignore. We've talked about the killer use cases, gaming, that's going to be cool. VR games like golf and ping pong. Like John and I, we should actually play that tonight. Yeah. We're very impressed by this. We have fun playing with each other. You got the FaceTime where we can FaceTime each other. But then there's consuming content. And I do think
consuming content.
Let's just say it.
Porn.
People
like porn a lot.
Yes. And it tends to move markets forward. Like, why did VHS win over Betamax? If we just Google this, it's going to say that it was because they allowed you to record for longer. But there's some reports right here that some people say VHS won due to what? The
peenies and vaginis.
Of the adult entertainment. Some sources say that VHS won due to the greater availability of adult content on the format. And I don't want to say I've seen the same thing, but I want to double check. Blu-ray win over HD DVD. Because do you remember this format war?
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, I think this is more that Sony put a Blu-ray player in the PlayStation 3 and not HD DVD, and that kind of killed it. But I don't want to say that, it's not okay, so there's no citation officially for HD DVD versus Blu-ray, but I've also heard anecdotes that the adult content industry chose Blu-ray as the way.
So where does the adult industry come into play?
I'm just saying that
for science,
there's not a high quality way to do it. I'm just saying that's another reason I could see people becoming involved if it's easier to develop for, and there's more
for science research purposes, I have seen
a friend.
I have a friend that has seen the content,
the technology,
and it's pretty good, but there's some the resolution isn't that great. Actually pulling the content up is kind of clunky because you got to go on a browser, type in websites.
Yeah, without diving into the details too much, just know that I think if Apple slapped iOS on here instead of Meta's dog shit software, I think it'd be easier to do a lot of things. Like call your grandma.
Yes, call your grandma while
your friend while you're using the headset, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that was a thought that came into my head. I feel like I haven't heard anybody else say it on a podcast, and I'm not saying that I'm for or against this technology. I'm just saying it exists, and I'm saying that people are going to use it for such, and that I think Apple's experience could engage a new audience that's
You think they'll mention it at the keynote?
Could you imagine being the guy?
And also,
but could you imagine you only bought it for that? You paid $3,000,
so
you could have dual 8K displays.
Yeah.
There's gonna be somebody, and
that somebody is us.
You're gonna say, I heard it on the Genius Bar podcast.
Yeah.
It's our friend.
We'll give you the full review when it comes out. We will let you know, so you don't have to look up any weird stuff yourself. We will let you know for research and for science. We're selfless.
Well, I don't think that we're going to let them know, but we have a lot of friends that have issues, so we'll let you know. I don't know. That was something on my mind.
Speaking of issues, do you have health issues? Because the next AirPods will help. Thank you.
That was good. You know what?
Thank you, everybody.
Just for that, I'm going to take a bite of a snack.
You got a high temperature. Yeah, everyone's favorite thing when Sam eats on the podcast. Okay. You got a low temperature. You got a high temperature. AirPods will tell you. You can't hear. AirPods will hear better for you. You got no heartbeat. AirPods will start your heart.
No, that would be crazy if there was an AED built in.
Yeah.
You don't sound very excited about these. Are you not excited?
This is the third year that this is not new information, is it?
Yes.
This is the third or fourth year that we've heard that the health features are going to be put into AirPods. Oh, look, it's by the same fucking guy who said it last time. He's just saying it again. It's not news again.
News is going to happen within the next 2 years.
In the next 2 years, AirPods are going to have prominent health features. That's cool. I'm telling you, the future is wearables. If you can put, some people might be like, I don't need my AirPods that I listen to music with to tell me the temperature or my temperature. Okay, but you might. It might be useful.
I can tell you, as somebody who had COVID in the past year, I really wish that we had a way to on-demand take our temperature.
Well, I used to take when I had COVID, I used the blood oxygen sensor in the Apple Watch. Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, okay, I got actual COVID. Maybe I should be using an actual blood oxygen detector. And so I bought one, a little finger thing. Every single time it said exactly what my Apple Watch said.
I actually, I made a video that nobody
You're
watched.
unironically eating on the podcast. Your mouth is full of gunk.
These are really good. This is not a sponsor, but if they want to sponsor, they're Rhone waffles. They only have 3 grams of sugar, lots of fiber, and they're way healthier than the other Stroop waffles.
Okay.
I'm a big Stroop waffle guy. I'm also a big AirPods guy, which is why I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Because nobody else is putting health sensors in AirPods.
Nobody,
Because
and
Apple
you
makes
know what?
AirPods.
Nobody else is making AirPods. That's a big problem.
Yeah. I look at the industry and I say people always go, it slows down. It's boring. I don't know. AirPods still pretty exciting to me. Came out
It's like,
2016.
oh man, am I sick? Do I have a fever? Let me check. Opens AirPods.
Put it in your ear. Let it gain a temperature. I mean, we're seeing
Temperature
all
is
these
more
sensors
accurate in your
light up.
butt.
What was that? What'd you just say? What did you just spew into the air?
I just wonder if people are going to stick AirPods in their butt to see their
Do
temperature.
you wake up? Do you ever wake up and you're like, maybe today I'm gonna just be a normal dude?
I
always
try
wake up
every
and you're
day, really.
You try. How long does that last?
It's
How long
a struggle.
How long does you not being a neurotic, insane person last?
Yeah, it's a good 30 seconds before I'm fully functional and fully not normal.
Mm-hmm. And then you look at your AirPod and you're like, what if I just shove this up there?
I look at the AirPod. I'm like, dude, the second you can tell my temperature, in my ass you go.
What if they announce it, but they're like, it is only in your ass. You can't take it in your ear.
Yeah,
like
the like actual hearing part goes in your ear, but the stem goes in your asshole to check your temperature. It's a little stem. It's fine.
There's a dongle you take that you wrap around.
Oh, okay. Now we're just giving them ideas.
Oh, sorry, Apple. Sorry. Have we really been talking for almost an hour?
Yeah, that's it.
Like, we've been going nonstop, man.
I know. Notes really help.
This is crazy. So that's cool. That's coming in the next 1 to 2 years. We have to talk about this last thing. I think we should end it here.
What is it?
We can end it wherever you want, man. But like,
well, we can't end it on me putting AirPods in my asshole. We have to talk about something else.
No, because there's probably going to be a sponsor still that we got to squeeze. Let's get it squeezed.
Speaking of squeezing in, when you tell me.
iPhone USB-C.
I'm going to let you lead this one.
Why? Why do I have? I've led the whole episode, John.
You put it in the notes, and I don't want to get in trouble for what we say.
Why do you do this to me? Because listen, our friend Andrew Edwards over at the Geared Up podcast.
We were, like Sam said, we were on the Geared Up podcast earlier today, and we were talking about iPhone, USB-C, all that stuff, and the conversation started talking about how the EU is effectively forcing Apple to do this, and Andrew stopped and said, by the way, this episode with Sam and I that will go up for Geared Up, I don't know when that's officially going up, so you're going to hear this from us before you hear it from that episode. Well, Andrew mentioned that he is very confident. He used the term 100% confident. Here,
he
Sam,
has a theory, he says.
But he said he's 100% confident in this theory. So do with that information what you will. That Apple was not forced to do USB-C. That actually, it's the opposite. That Apple lobbied for the government to make this change. So it doesn't look like they're forced to. What was that?
What was Apple? I was trying to find. Apparently, they've talked about it in another episode. They said they talked about this. This is not true.
Okay.
All right. You know what? This is BS. This is why you listen to Just Bark.
So he's claiming, based on his theory, that he's 100% confident in, that Apple...
this was Apple's plan all along.
Yeah. That
2023, they were always planning.
Since the launch of Lightning, they've always planned that 2023... Now, I will be honest and say that this sounds not real in the slightest bit, but Andrew said he's 100% sure that this is what happened because of reasons. That 2023 was always the plan. That he even mentioned that technically the law states that these phones have to have USB-C on them by the end of 2024. So technically, that means iPhone 15 and iPhone 16 could still come out with Lightning. That they're doing this by choice, doing it this year with iPhone 15, that this was always the plan, and that they lobbied the government. They lobbied for the EU to do this. And you know what? Even though he said he's 100% sure in this theory, I'm pretty sure there's like actual statements from Tim Cook out in the ether that this would be bad. Him saying that this is bad for the consumer.
Yeah, he did. It's basically the same thing with messages. I think the idea was that Lightning was supposed to be around for 10 years and was introduced in like 2012, 2013. So this would be 10 years after, and then that's a new one. But even if Andrew's theory is true about USB-C, which I don't think it is, Apple still looks like they're being forced to do it. Even if this was their plan all along.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what, like, it looks like they were forced to do it. Perception is they were forced to do it.
Because
that's what makes the most sense.
They confirmed it on stage and said they're going to comply with the USB-C law after the law passed.
Yep.
Why weren't you, like, if Apple wanted to have control of the situation, why didn't they just do USB-C a couple years ago? And if I also don't buy that it would take Apple years to put a USB-C port on the phone.
Yeah.
It is a data port. Roughly the same size as the existing data port.
Yeah.
There is no way it would take Apple more than a year of development, and I think that is generous. I think somebody could do this in a day in the CAD file and the engineering to switch Lightning to USB-C. Now, there's software stuff that goes along with this, but I'm saying like the actual hardware, it is a port that they've put on every other product. There's no way it would be hard to do. Yep. That's why I've never understood it, and that's why to this day I do not know why they waited this long. Why didn't you do this 2 years ago?
If this wasn't always the plan, yeah.
Like if you were going to cave eventually, and this is what I want to really talk about, if you were going to make the USB-C cables be part of the MFI program.
The MIFI.
Because we didn't talk about this, bro.
Yeah, so similar to how, so MFI stands for Made for iPhone. Yes. It is effectively Apple gets a percentage of every sale that comes from these cables, even if they're made from a different company. If they want to be part of the MFI certification program, Apple gets a cut. But in exchange, they are seen as like an official accessory.
And they meet certain standards. So like Apple verifies that they are good quality cables. So it's not like they're just putting their stamp of approval on it doing nothing. Like they are actually making sure it's a good company and it's not going to fry your iPhone.
Yeah, and people were excited. USB-C means universal. I can use any cable I want. Apple doesn't have that control anymore. Yeah, but
I knew that they were going to find a way. I just didn't know
Turns out
how.
MIFI is happening to USB-C on iPhone as well.
So Foxconn, and this is interesting, Foxconn is producing EarPods with USB-C. Like Apple in 2023 is going to make a pair of these that I have in my hand. These are Lightning EarPods that came out with the iPhone 7 in 2016. They're making a new version of EarPods. Why, John? Why are they making a new version of EarPods with a USB-C
so that people can hold them the wrong way on TikTok so they can talk into them like they
I would just get an
Another
adapter.
fucking pet peeve of mine that I can't stand, that people are taking lapel mics or a mic, which I think you do this too, from your EarPods, and they hold it up to their mouth. What? Why? Stop.
I could do that. You can do that with the new Anchorwork microphone. You can hold it like this. Kind of looks like a vape. Bro, that anchor hit's different. So that's weird. Second is that the cables themselves, and at first I'm like, okay, it's just the cable, but just like with Lightning, you can get a fake Lightning cable and it's still same transfer speed, same charging speed. Apparently, cables without the certificate, and this is it, right? This is how they're gonna get that money.
This is a little rough. Not gonna lie.
They're going to limit the data and transfer speed as well as the charging speed through software.
Can we get a yikes in the chat?
Which I was wondering what the controversy was going to be because genuinely, like, I haven't really seen bad news for the 15 yet. I mean, the camera bump being big, people are going to be like, it's big. But this is going to be the thing that every TikTok is about for months.
Yeah. It's
Your
the only bad
iPhone has
news
a
we
secret
have.
feature. Like, yeah.
The only thing that could get worse is if they give us a periscope camera that doesn't make my peenie bigger.
That would be really sad.
And with that said, with that callback,
there we go.
That's the end of the show.
Wow.
Let us know what you think. Second episode in a row.
We talked about nothing but Apple.
We were back to business on the normal schedule. All news, no
exhausted. I'm exhausted, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for just whatever. Thank you for being alive.
Thank you. We love you guys. You're the best. Every week is 1 week closer to us moving and doing the podcast in person.
And killing more hobos.
Every episode, one more of these. And if you look at me the wrong way, I go,
I'm afraid it's going to drop on your toe and crush it.
Yeah, this isn't even mine, technically, so I shouldn't drop it. Because, I stole it.
Yeah, you beat the hobo to death with it. See you next week, guys.
See you next week.